Yes, people, you know the face, you know the name. Aaron here, back again with another video. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to everybody showing love and support. It's road to 15K still, and let's check how many we are on. We are on 14,550, so we're not far away from that 15,000. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. If you want to support this channel, there are different ways you can do that. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all of these good things. You're contributing to the algorithm of this video by doing these things. And excuse me, please go ahead and support the channel if you can. It's the morning after, the night after. Still annoyed, man. Not surprised, but I'm still annoyed. And I'm also annoyed by what's been going on social media. And I felt like I had to make this video because I felt like I needed to talk to the fans. For those who follow me on TikTok, I'm guessing you've seen the video that I used as a green screen. And it was Lias's video. Shout out to Lias every single time, man. As somebody that I highly respect, first of all. And I value his footballing opinions very highly. When he speaks, you can tell he knows what he's talking about. When he speaks, you can tell this is a guy that watches football differently to other people. So I value his opinion very highly. And he's not the only one, but I'm just talking about Lias in this case. I took a snippet out of his video. I'll leave the link in the description. Go and check it out and support his channel as well. I took a snippet from his video and I used it as a green screen on my TikTok. And he said something that resonated with me, something that I thought about, but it was something that I never really said out loud. Not because I couldn't or I didn't want to, but it just never came across my mind to say it. And he said it so well, man. He said it so well. Somehow these players are still getting protected. Somehow these players are still getting protected by pundits, fans, super fans, whatever you want to call them. Sometimes you call them top reds. And they're still getting protected, man. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's infuriating. All of the above. And he said, it's almost like we're being gaslit. And it's not just one player. It's probably all of them. It's almost like we're being gaslit. I'm paraphrasing because I don't want to say verbatim what he said. If you want to hear what he says, please go and check it out. And I prefer you hear it from him word for word than from me. In a nutshell, he basically said that this fan base is allowing too much and is happy too quickly with little things, you know. And I think Cam said it as well at one point. Culture Cam's, shout out to him as well. He was like, fans are too happy with, but we're pressing a bit better now, so we're going to celebrate that. Somebody's made a forward run, or he made a forward pass, or in a series of 15 bad games, you know, somebody has one good game from those 15 bad games, somebody has one good game, and we're celebrating it, and we're telling other people who criticize those players for those 15 bad games, you need to apologize. And Lias was like, apologize for what? Apologize for what? For my team being in 13th in the Premier League? And when he said that, I was like, brother, he is spot on. He's like, I need to apologize for one of the biggest clubs in the world, their players having the team in 13th in the Premier League. And after one good performance, in 15 bad performances, I need to apologize. Yo, I'm surprised he didn't I'm surprised he didn't say F off after that. Because usually after that kind of rant follows a very nice and concise F off. Do you know what I mean? But nevertheless, I heard his message and I felt it. So I took that snippet and I said the same thing and I explained my frustration on TikTok. Because sometimes on TikTok, my videos are long. I don't know about other people, but my videos are have an average of like my videos are an average of like 5, 6, 7 minutes because I really want to explain and you know break down what happened in set game. So I resonated with that, man. I really did, and I share the same feelings. I share the same feelings. It makes me angry when I see Bruno Fernandes have 10 bad games, but then he has one good game. And my mentions are filled with people. You need to apologize and you need to apologize. See, Aaron, you're not talking about Bruno now, are you? What are you saying about Bruno now, Aaron? What? He's the captain. He's the reason why we're 13th at the moment. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? This was the same thing that I said last season. And they took me, bro, I genuinely sat down one time, yeah? And I was like, I asked myself, am I crazy? Am I crazy for criticizing these players that hardly? Because, bro, we crashed out of not crashed out, but we finished bottom of our group in the Champions League, bro, and I lost it. I absolutely lost it, bro. You know what people were telling me? People were telling me, no, but Aaron, it's okay. It's Ten Hag's first. I said his name again. It's my man's first season. It's his first season. He needs time. I said, people, we finished bottom of our Champions League group. Do you know what that means? And I genuinely had to sit down and ask myself, am I crazy? Am I crazy? But I quickly reminded myself that I wasn't because my standards for this club are so high. And I don't care the situation that this club is in right now. I uphold these standards and I will do so until I die for this club. Because, bro, I've seen way too much success, yeah, to be happy with someone just making a forward pass and then celebrating it like we've won a trophy. Like, nah, I can't. My spirit, my soul, and my whole being won't allow me to do that, bro. I have too much respect for football. Forget United. I've got too much respect for the sport and too much love and passion for the sport that I had the chance to play. I had the chance to play professionally. I've got way too much respect for this sport that I love so much to be disrespecting it like that with wild takes such as, oh, one good game in 15, Aaron, hold that Bruno Fernandes plate. Bro, I would rather stop watching football than start doing that, bro. And this is probably why my channel doesn't have as many views as other people, because I keep it real. I do not partake in these things, bro. I've got way too much respect for this sport. And I've got way too much love, way too much passion for this. Nah, I could never, never. You will find me shutting down this channel before I do that. Never. Never. But anyway, after the game, Ruben Amorim came out and said something that I, again, resonated with. And he said, well, I not even resonated with, I said it. I said it verbatim. Last season, I said it this season. I said, we are the worst team in the Premier League. And on top of that, we are the worst. This is the worst Manchester United squad ever. Factually, not even our feelings. No, factually. Ruben Amorim came out and said the same thing. Pundits lost their heads. And this is what we're going to talk about. So, he said, we are being the worst team maybe in the history of Manchester United. I feel you, Ruben. I really do. Pause. Everybody here is underperforming no matter the circumstances. We have to accept that. It's unacceptable to lose so many games. It's a hard moment, but we have to continue. There's no other way. I knew it was going to be hard to put a completely new idea in the moment, but it's becoming really hard. We are going to suffer because I'll continue to do the same. Everybody was changing position, and that is something, I can't see again. You have to keep your position. He's talking about the players. In 10 games in the Premier League, we won 2. I know that. Imagine what this is for a fan of Manchester United. Imagine. Imagine what this is for a fan of Manchester United. Imagine what this is for me. We are getting a new coach who is losing more than the last coach, between quotes. Take a bow, Bruno Fernandes. Oh, sorry, Ruben Amorim. Because I commend you for coming out and having the balls to say that. Pundits absolutely lost their minds. Couldn't believe what Ruben Amorim said. Let's start with maybe yesterday after the game. And I think it was Dawson, forgot his first name, ex-Tottenham defender, came out and said, it's a small quote, I'm just going to read it. I'm not sure I'd be happy if my manager came out and said that. My question to that is, why do we still care about how these players feel? Footballing wise, I'm not talking about outside the pitch. I know off the pitch they're human beings, etc. Cool. But why do we still want to make them happy? Do you see how far this has gotten? Even at the lowest of lows, when these players, like Leah said, these are the same players that got us in 13th place in the Premier League, but we're still caring about what somebody said so that their feelings are not hurt. I'm not sure I'd be happy if my manager said that. Yes, the manager should be saying that. This is the only way to give these guys a wake-up call. Can you imagine? Throwing out subliminals doesn't work. Changing positions doesn't work. You know how sometimes Fergie used to do back in the day? He'd scream at one to get at the other. You can't do... Bro, at this point, it has to be a direct shot at someone. It has to be, bro, because, bro, nothing works. So, yes, he has to come out and say, bro, these men are dead. He has to say it. Next quote. It's from Jamie Carragher. And this was actually before I recorded this. I was watching Monday Night Football. Well, the pre-match talk and all of that. Chelsea's playing at the moment as we speak. It was one of the most bizarre and ridiculous things I've heard a manager say. Why? Why is it bizarre? Again, why when Manchester United are at the lowest of lows, we're still trying to sugarcoat these players. We're still trying to make them, bro, it's like we're trying to make them feel good about having us sit in 13th place, bro. Do you know how crazy that is? Do you know how crazy that is, bro? Essentially, with these quotes, they're telling us fans that, no, it's okay. We should make them feel good about the fact that we're 13th. That's insane, bro. If I was Ruben, I would have come out and said the exact same thing. Because like I said, this is the only way to get into these players' heads. This might be the only way to make these guys, to give these guys a wake-up call. But, well, half of them are not going to be there anyway by next season. But this might be the only time they're going to hear such harsh comments. Because don't get it twisted. They've been used to getting praised no matter what the circumstances are. We would get slapped 7-0 and we would still be at the stadium the next game singing their names. Fans, not me. I was at Old Trafford last season when Man United played against Bayern Munich. I was there. And I couldn't believe what I saw after the game. I was in the middle of doing my match reaction. And I'm seeing first of all, that's what baffled me the first to begin with. They're doing a lap of honor. For what? Okay, cool. Fair enough. You want to do that. That's fine. Do the lap of honor. I was sat near the tunnel. So like the lower tier next to the tunnel. So they're coming towards the tunnel. And the people above me in the Stretford end, not having a shot at any of them, but by the way, but the people above me and the Stretford, they're clapping them off. And I was just sat there like, what are you guys doing? Again, we just finished bottom of our group, and it still pains me till this day, bro. That's how much it hurt me. We finished bottom of our group of the Champions League. Bayern Munich, fair enough. We knew they were going to go to the knockout stages, but we finished below Copenhagen, and we finished below Galatasaray. Do you know how embarrassing that was for me to sit there? But then I had these men above me clapping them off, and I was just there like... I was in the middle of my match reaction, and I was like, they're clapping them off. They're actually clapping them off. Guys, I can't believe this is happening. I had to say these things in the middle of my match reaction because I genuinely could not believe it, bro. honestly, the standards of this football club, whether it's from fans or from pundits, are absolutely in the gutter. And this is why I say to the people that think like this, Man United deserve all these bad results because maybe, just maybe, if it was to get that bad, obviously we don't wish for it to happen. I don't wish for it to happen. I believe for a proper cultural and club reset, this should happen, but let's not wish for it to happen. If Man United were to get relegated, maybe then people will start to think. Maybe then people will start to realize it will be too late by then because you should have said all the things that we're saying or I am saying. You should have said these things with me around the time this was happening or this is happening. But instead, we still want to sugarcoat these players. Like we're still trying to find excuses and say, nah, but he'll come good. Come good, bro. We're 13th. Oh my God. Like, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. So I just came on here to say that I fully echo what Ruben Amorim said. This is the worst Manchester United squad ever. And yes, I've got favourites in this team, but at this point, it's a team sport, so everybody's at fault for what's happening, for the results. Yes, we're paying for the sins. Yes, we're paying for the sins of the previous guy. And I've said this as well to my friends. I said, like, as much as I can't stand this team at the moment, as much as they're annoying us and embarrassing us by being 13th in the Premier League, excuse me, as much as I think that, we can't deny that we're paying, or Amorim at least, because I feel sorry for the guy, man. Amorim, every game, Amorim is paying for one of the previous guy's sins. Every game, because if it's not an Onana howler, it's Lisandro Martinez getting dunked on. Højlund is on the floor 95% of the time, then gets hooked after 85 minutes having done nothing. Defensively, we're making so many errors. Then the guys that he brought through the ranks, i.e. Garnacho, doing whatever, just nonsense. The guys that he gave contract extensions to have lowered the performance levels, not good enough for this club. Bro, every game, Amorim is paying for one of the previous guys' sins. Every game. It's frustrating, man. It's really frustrating. But then when we come out and say these things, we're being labeled as negative and crazy. And again, sometimes, even today, when I thought about it, when I was watching Liaz's video, I was like, are we really this crazy to be saying these things? Surely not. Surely not, man. But yeah, listen, I'm happy we're getting linked with players now. Players. Anthony's gone out. Not officially yet, but Fabrizio Romano reported it, so it's pretty much happening. He's gone to Real Betis. Dorgu is rumoured to come in, the left back from Lecce in Italy. Let's bring these guys in. And I'm liking the fact that we go for these unknown, young, cheap talents. Because he looks good. I've seen a compilation, and I know compilations don't always tell the full story. However, I like what I'm seeing. So bring him in. Let's get a deal done. Let's get him in. Let's get more of these low profiles, but very good talents. Let's bring them in. Forget these obvious signings, Nuno Mendes and Kerkez, and forget all these obvious signings. Bring me some gems. Let's do what Brighton is doing. Because nobody knew Baleba before. Nobody knew Estupinian. Nobody knew about João Pedro. Like, nobody knew about these guys. Let's make these guys. Let's start making these signings. We've done a few already. Kone, Pedro Leon. Let's bring in these unknown talents, but really good talents. I'll be happy with that. And I'm glad that nobody knows anything about Dorgu, the defender from Lecce, because way too many times we're getting linked with good players, but because the fan base is so big and everybody has a say, which is not bad, way too many people come out with stuff like, yeah, but he's not Premier League proven. How can you be Premier League proven when you've never played in the Prem? And how are you going to know if somebody's Premier League proven if he doesn't play in the Prem? Like, way too many people have opinions, and again, it's not bad. But way too many people are allowed to say, oh, he's not good because he's never played in the Prem. Is he Premier League proven? Is it the physicality of the Prem? All of that nonsense. No, let's just bring a player in. If he's good, cool. If he's not, gone. You will never know if a player is truly good if he doesn't play in the Prem. You will never know. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below, people. We're going through it, man. We're going through it, United fans. But we're going to have to ride this storm, man. We're going to have to ride this storm, and it is what it is. Next game coming up is on Thursday. Man United against Rangers in the Europa League. I don't know if I'm going to go. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. But anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe, people. It's road to 15K. If you made it till the end of this video, go in the comment section and type in ins and outs. Let's just keep it to transfer news. Yeah, ins and outs in the comment section if you made it till the end. It's road to 15K. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.